Hello and welcome back to Bannerlord. Now you can see here that I am going to be selling for 8,600 gold, and you may be wondering, how did I do that? Well, I actually went through the junk. That's it. I just literally went through the junk that was in my inventory, and I'm talking about spare bows, spare ammunition, spare saddles, and that is what has resulted in such a huge amount of cash. It's actually kind of crazy. I would not have expected that. Anyway, there you go, 8,600. And bear in mind that I still have a prisoner in my army. And I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work, because they're probably going to approach me and they're going to be like, okay, so how much do you want to free this guy? And I'm going to assume that they're probably going to not really give me that much, because the ransom broker in the town here gives me 2,000. Not exactly great, right? Yeah, not exactly great. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to go into the town real quick. This is on a completely unrelated note as well, by the way. I just wanted to show you what I was ending up doing. And basically what we're going to do... Oh, hello. Charm has increased. How did that happen? I have no idea. But there you go. Charm increased. So, yeah, what I'm actually going to do is I would like to find... Where's the horse butcher? Where is that? Isn't that here? It is here somewhere, right? Am I... There it is. Okay. Whew. I was thinking to myself, am I hallucinating or something like that? I was just thinking to myself, okay, apparently I had a horse butcher here, but now all of a sudden it's disappeared. But no. Thankfully... we have found it, and I will be selling it. That's it. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing here. I am going to be selling. Oh, look at that. We can actually get 12,700 back from my initial investment. Perfectly acceptable. I don't think the horse butcher was very effective here. So what we're going to be doing is I'm actually going to be making my way down. Probably around here. We're probably going to go over here. And I'm going to try building another enterprise in that area, and we'll see how that goes. As you can see, the smithy is doing so much work at Chaikand at the moment that it's just not even funny. It is getting us so much cash, and yeah. So I'm hopeful that I'll also be able to continue recruiting units in the area. We'll continue to be able to make our army better. At the moment, I don't really want to do that without a sufficient income of some kind. And as far as I'm aware, you can have, according to Bannerlord tweaks, which is obviously one of the mods that I have installed, that does actually, as far as I'm aware, it does increase the amount of workshops that you're able to have. And you can have 2 workshops as a base with basically 0 renown. In other words, a clan tier of 0. And then every single clan tier that you have, that increases the amount of workshops that is the upper limit by 1 every single time. So if you can get to clan tier 4 or something like that, or clan tier 5, you should be able to get around 5-6 workshops. At least I hope that that's the case. I might be getting some of the details wrong, but as far as I'm aware, that is how it works. So someone actually told me in the comments, gotta be very appreciative of all of the tips, by the way. I very much appreciate all of that, as it is going to help me in many, many different ways. But first, we're going to be heading in here. I actually don't want to head in here right now because we are, it's in the nighttime. I'm not a big fan of that, but yeah, let's actually just take a quick look here, because we are having some people. There we go. Okay, yeah, so Greveth is not exactly happy with using a horse by the looks of things. So I probably want to take his horse off him, to be honest. So let's just take that off him, because he is a athletics guy, and I would like to kind of keep him that way if at all possible. So that's what we'll do, and we're just going to wait here a little bit of time, and then I will be heading in here, because one of you told me in the comments that there is, I think, 2 very profitable workshops in this kind of area. One is in Zayonica, which is a brewery. I unfortunately would not be able to go in there because we're at war against them, obviously. So that's not going to work. But what I might be able to do, there's a tannery here as well. I feel like a tannery is actually pretty good too, but now the other thing that you mentioned in your comment was a brewery in Rote, and that is exactly where we are right now. So I thought to myself, okay, let's try it. Let's try out a brewery, because I did try, you know, the horse butcher thing and didn't really work out too well. So I'm happy to give something else another go. So what we're going to do is we're going to do brewery. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that is going to take grain, and then it is going to create beer and other kinds of cool stuff like that. So that's going to be very, very nice. So you can see here that the grain, there's actually a huge amount of grain here, so they should have a very easy time making some nice stuff, and then going forward with our profits, hopefully. Yes, you know, going forward with the profits, always very, very, you know, welcome, that is for sure. And I'm actually wondering about making Greveth a caravan master. Because if we make him a caravan master, that might make a huge amount of sense. I actually don't want to speak to a gang leader, thank you very much. I'll speak to this woman here. And that's the thing. If I make him a caravan master, then we might do quite well. And we'll see how it goes. So, wait a minute. Where are you going? Oh, okay. Apparently, she does not have the option for a caravan. Okay, so who do I have to actually speak to? This guy? I think I have to speak to this guy, perhaps. Okay, but yeah, we'll do this. And yes, I would like to form a caravan. There we go. And Greveth is going to be the guy that will do that. And we've got some, we still got some pretty decent cash, which is great. So what we're going to do now is, let's actually just take a quick look here. Okay, so Midlands, Palfrey, Midlands. Wow, there's so many horse villages in this area. You know what that means? That means that I think a horse butcher in this area would probably do quite well. But I don't know. I don't know whether I really want to take that chance again, considering I only have 15,000 remaining. As you can see, the brewery is already giving us 200, which is pretty fantastic. So that's going to pay for Mr. Greveth's wages for the most part. And there's Temion right there. Okay, so Temion, let's take a look at you. All right, so you've got some pretty decent units. We are obviously not in a position to really fight someone of that caliber at the moment. I was actually hoping that I would be able to infiltrate the area around here, maybe get a little bit of grain, and then see what I could do about, you know, trying to raid some of their villages and things. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm literally just going to go and we're going to... How many can I actually have, by the way? Oh, I'm going to have 100. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, so I'm going to continue doing this. We're going to do another bandit squad right here, and now we have 99 units. Very quick and easy. Bear in mind that these guys are primarily rank 2 units, all tier 2 for the most part. Some of them are actually a little better. I do need to find a hideout, by the way, as well. Finding a hideout would probably be very, very advantageous for us. I'm a bit worried about fighting this guy still, to be honest, because he has... Let's actually take a look here. I think we might do okay. We might do okay. Okay, so let me actually just take a quick look here. Right. Okay. Shall we do it? I'm a bit dubious about this. Now, of course, the cool thing about having a bandit-focused army, especially one that is as cheap as this to raise and basically recruit, it can be very easily replaced. Now, what I'm actually going to be doing is if a whole bunch of units, should I say, when a whole bunch of units die in this particular engagement, which is, you know, it's a foregone conclusion that they will, you know, it is just a matter of time. Oh, hello. Hello, sir. Would you mind coming over here and, yeah, take that. Get him. Ah. Okay, let's just tell my horse archers to charge in right there, because they're going to have a grand old time dealing with him. And what I would like to do is a nice shield wall here. Let's get my archers over here as well, and hopefully we'll do all right. They do have a lot of recruits, so I'm hopeful that we'll do all right in that regard. Ow, how dare you. No. Yeah, oh, yes. Okay, yeah, so by the way, I installed the dismemberment mod. Yes, I did. Because, come on, as a bandit, you have to have the dismemberment mod. It makes the most sense in all the world. So yeah, we're actually doing pretty nicely so far. Let's just see if I can kill that guy. There we go. Get out of the way, horsey. You don't really want to be here, do you? Okay, let's tell my infantry to charge in. Come on, take that guy down. Okay, I've got to be a bit careful here. I wanted to kill him. 100%. Oh, taken down. Taken down. Okay, that was pretty harsh. That was pretty harsh, but we do have a huge amount of very good archers, and our archers are doing a very nice job indeed of eliminating the enemy cavalry, amazingly enough. The ones that they're being attacked by, they're doing a very nice job of preventing themselves from falling against them. But you can see here that most of the enemy units are falling before us now because we have no infantry remaining. We literally have no infantry remaining. We have just archers by the looks of things. We are gaining still some very nice tactics skill. And I believe that is indeed it. There you go. A nice victory for us. I've got to say that I'm actually very surprised at this. I know I said, hey, you know what, let's just try it and we'll see what happens. But as you can see, we lost 33 units. Most of those were nothing really to worry about. And bear in mind that we are technically a criminal band. So they knew what they signed up for. That's the kind of thing that I have to say at this point. Even though I'm kind of sad that they all died, to be honest. I'd much prefer for them to stay alive and give us some nice, give us some nice level ups. Well, unfortunately, I had a bit of a crash, and I believe the crash was due to the dismemberment mod, so I had to disable it, which is very disappointing because I was actually having a huge amount of fun seeing it in action, but it might be that I actually need to update it or something like that. That might very well be the case. But anyway, we're going to try and do a little bit better here this time around. And thankfully I had an autosave relatively close by because, yeah, okay, never mind. Never mind, I'm like, oh yes, maybe we can do a little bit better this time. And I'm like, no, no, not in a million years apparently. But we're actually, I think, doing a little better than we did last time just due to the environment. I feel like the environment's really making a big difference. And we're able to win the day quite simply. As you can see, we're still suffering some pretty heavy casualties. Kind of sad that the game crashed, to be honest, because I thought, hey, this was great. You know, we did a very, very good job here. I can only hope that we're actually going to do a similar job this time. And it seems as though, yes, we might very well be able to, but the enemy's archers are so spread out, as you can see. So they're really peppering us full of holes like no one's business, really. It's just so damaging. Really is so damaging. And as you can see, we lost about the same unit as well. But that's not really a big deal, as I said, because being able to gain that wonderful renown reward is the main reason why this is a fantastic thing to do, even if we did end up losing a huge amount of units. And this time around, I actually did not get as many kills as I did last time, which is actually kind of sad. But there you go. 45.9 renown. I think that's the same renown that we gained last time, so that's pretty good. And we can now take him prisoner. There you go. All right, so now I have a bunch of prisoners. I will be taking all of them, as we always do. And I will then be heading on over very, very fast to the nearby town. Where is that? There it is. And what we're also going to be doing... Oh, yeah, I'm moving super slowly. Wow, this is actually kind of bad, because I don't want the guy to escape. I hope he doesn't escape. Okay, phew. I think he... I don't know. I don't know whether he did actually escape at that point, but hopefully not. Anyway, we're just going to sell all of this stuff. I don't think anything here is actually better than what I'm using, is it? I mean, I'm using a two-handed, so I'm going to have to look for a two-handed, and I don't think there is anything here, so I am actually just going to sell all of that. As you can see, so much cash, and I can sell all of these shields as well. I can sell all of this too. Personally, I feel like I should gain trade skill or roguery for this, actually, for that matter, because gaining roguery by selling the ill-gotten gains from a battle might make sense. Technically, it's not ill-gotten, I suppose, because we, you know, are actually a person as I hit my hand on my table. That's really very nice, isn't it? Oh, well. Never mind. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to buy some food here, just literally because I wouldn't mind leveling up my steward skill a little bit. and we are going to choose the prisoners to be ransomed because I do not want to ransom the 2 lords. There you go, 2,000. 2,000 for all of these troops. Very nice to see that indeed. We're going to gain some more roguery skill, as you can see right there. And I think I might like to recruit some more people. So let's actually have a look here. Ragnar the Lucky. He actually won the tournament, amusingly enough. So it might make sense to get him. Oh, this guy's got a... Oh, he's closed-fisted. Maybe not the best. He does have athletics. This guy's got athletics as well. And he's also got tactics. He might be a very good caravan master. We might like to recruit him just literally because he could be a good caravan master. I know that I said that I was going to go for roguery units only, but he has kind of a rogue's kind of name, you know, and I think that might be quite fun. So let's have a look. Yeah, 2,100. Why not? That seems pretty good. And creating another caravan is probably going to be quite advantageous for us anyway, so pretty happy with that. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I will... there we go, never mind. I was actually going to say, I will attempt to find a hideout. Well, there's a hideout over there. Very easy to find, isn't it? Yes. So let's make our way over there, as I would like to recruit some things. And look at this. 24 skill points in Steward, literally just because I... Oh. Literally just because I bought a wide variety of different goods. Yeah, mountain bandits and in general bandits are kind of weird, and their behavior kind of changes when you get close to one of their hideouts, and they will decide then to attack you. And I'm just going to tell my people just to auto-delegate because, well, let's face it, these guys are probably not going to be that demanding for us to deal with, but I've got to be a bit careful here. I'm really worried about them hitting me in the face. With their thrown weapons. I hope that my guys will be able to handle these friends here. Oh, they handled them very, very nicely. Hilariously enough, it seems as though the bandit novice scoundrels are actually some of our most valued troops. Oh, Ragnar, that was not a very good first battle, sir. He has been eliminated, as you could no doubt tell from the text box up at the top. There you go, take out that guy, thank you. It's pretty cool that I've got a couple of javelins embedded in my shield as well. What the hell? What was going on with that guy? Did you see that? He was literally just running along there, and then he was like, oh no, I'm not going to attack him. Changed my mind. Changed my mind about attacking him. You know, I kind of want to get this guy. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And look at that. We always gain two-handed skill when we're actually chasing after people ruthlessly. Pretty good. Not too bad, at least. Okay, so let's just take all of them. We'll take all the loot as well. And now I can finally go into the hideout, which is exactly what I wanted to do beforehand. So we are going to talk to the local bandit chief, and I'm actually going to think about... What do these guys have? These have Clycus warriors. I have no idea who these guys are, but I'm going to recruit one just to see what he's like. Clycus fighter. It's a rank 2. Okay, so they become berserkers. And they also become cavalry. Okay. Okay, so I see. Right, so let's have a look at the Frost Maidens, actually. As far as I'm aware, the Frost Maidens were causing a crash in a previous version of Bannerlord, but they have, I think, fixed that now. As you can see, she says that their units carry huge shields and throwing weapons, but they don't use any horses and they don't have any specialized ranged units. These are going to be fantastic. I'm actually just going to save the game beforehand because I'm a little bit worried about any kind of crash, especially considering the save game corruption. I don't believe that was due to the Bannerlord mod, by the way. I think it was literally just due to something else going on with my installation. But otherwise, I'm going to recruit and we're going to take a look. Okay, Frost Maiden. Okay, so they're tier 2 as well. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so you can see here that they do eventually become Frost Maiden Raider veterans. And they also become Valkyries. These guys are using bows? Okay. I think I'd like the Raider veterans. I think those are going to be kind of fun to use. Because they have two-handed weapons and shields. And I think that makes a huge difference. But the Valkyries do have shields. You know, I guess I'll just go for the... Valkyries, to be honest, because having a shield is very, very important. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to level up the rest of my troops here. Mounted ambusher seems pretty fun. And then we can get some puppeteers as well as some chosen wolves. Now bear in mind that once I've done all of this... Oh, wow. Massive amounts of level ups from those guys. But yeah, once I've done this, I think I'm probably going to be able to tackle enemy vassals relatively easily. And we'll see how that goes. So what I'm going to do... What does this actually do, recruiting this guy? Let me actually have a look. Ranger Lord Rango of the Redwood. He is a tier 6 unit. And that's all he levels up into, but he has 270 in bows. Okay, so this guy can literally get killed. Because he's a regular unit. He's not a companion or anything like that. So he can technically get killed, which would be kind of bad considering I just spent 1,500 on the guy. But you can imagine that if you have a massive amount of money, you can just recruit a whole bunch of these guys. And they're going to be very, very powerful for you indeed. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be recruiting a bunch of these. And I am going to recruit enough to make ourselves get 100. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now we have... How many of those guys do we have now? We have 31 of these. And they are really, really good. So we'll see how it goes, right? We'll see how it goes. I am very excited, actually, about trying these fellows out. Because in the previous episode, we found out about them. And then I was like, okay, well, yeah, I would love to fight with them and see what's going on. And yeah, now we actually get that opportunity. So let's just sell all of this. There we go. And I actually leveled up, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, fantastic. So I think I'm probably going to be increasing my endurance even more. Should I? Don't really need scouting, or do I? Bonus speed with high party morale. My morale is pretty good, actually. Amazingly enough. I'd like to, you know what? I'm going to go for more vigor because it is quite slow to level up my two-handed weapon proficiency, and I'd like to try and get as much of that as possible. And then I think I'll probably go for leadership a little bit as well. So let's just try and get a bit of that, because eventually we're going to need it. Okay, so now I am prepared. I'm basically as prepared as I'm going to be. How fast are we, by the way? There we go. Let's have a look. Wow. We need more horses. Do you think I can... Ah, yep, okay. We need more horses. There's a village right here. I'm not going to buy them. I'm just going to steal them. Oh, yes. That's what we do. All right, so there is another vassal in the area, Tynops. And if he wants to attack me, then I will let him do that. I don't know... Oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. Alright, so let's just raid here. My roguery is increasing. It's very nice to see that. But, yeah. We will hopefully get some good horses from this. There's a saddle horse. There's Tynops. Okay, so... there's another one as well. This might be problematic. Okay, he has 68 recruits. Okay, this is not problematic at all. I think we should be absolutely fine. But what about the other guy? If the other guy comes in and on us at the same time, we might very well have a bad... Oh, he's not even doing it. Look at that. He's not even doing it. He's scared. He's scared. I would make a cluck cluck noise now, but I'm pretty bad at that, so I probably won't. Where's the sound effects board when I need it? All right. Okay, so there you go. We gained some horses, but the horses were pretty awful. Let's just say that. So let's have a look at the roguery skill here. Okay, so 10% increased morale gain from raiding villages. Happy with that, considering where we are at the moment. Okay, 79 recruits this guy's got. I guess I'm going to be... Should I attack him right now? Let me actually just take a quick look here. I think we'll be fine. But I'm a bit worried. Oh, he's running. He's worried. All right, let's give him something to worry about then, shall we? All right, so finally we were able to catch up to him. It took us, well, half a day, basically, to catch up with the guy, because he seemed to be running around pretty fast, unfortunately. Okay, so now we have a bunch of these guys. We have a bunch of these guys, and that's all we need. Yeah, we just need these guys. Of course, I'm just playing around. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these guys into a decent position. And, well, I have a feeling that they're probably going to be extremely powerful. We'll see how it goes. I actually don't know where to really put them. I guess here. Here is a very, very good place. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them loose, and then the cavalry. I don't even want to use the cavalry, to be honest. And now let's just let our units do their own thing. So you can see here that all our units are going to start firing at the opponent. We have, oh my, okay, yeah. We have a lot of ranged units, and they have a lot of recruits without shields. I feel a bit sorry for these guys, to be honest. But I am a bandit, so I do not feel any sorrow for our enemies, kind of, technically. Wow, I've got to be a bit careful here. Oh, damage. The damage. Okay, I've got to be a bit careful here. Got to dodge. Got to do a little bit of kiting here. Ow, ow, ow. Come on now. No. Yes, take him down. Oh, everyone's running now. Great. Very good. You run away from Bruce. He's covered in your friend's blood. Yes. That's what he's all about. Oh, and then he got headshot. Did you see that? The head impaling. Oh, that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Okay, so hopefully my forces will now do their thing. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing at the moment, to be honest. They seem to actually be ending up losing a huge amount of units now for some reason. Aha. Can you tell what's happening right now? They seem to not know what to do. They seem to just literally be running around, and that basically tells me, hey, probably shouldn't have died. Because they seem to be skirmishing. And them skirmishing is probably the worst thing that they could possibly do. Seems like they're actually charging now, which is exactly what they should have been doing beforehand. Or just holding position and continuing to bombard the opponent with huge amounts of arrows. But this guy did outnumber us by a pretty considerable margin, and we are losing 21 units. Hopefully we are not losing a huge amount of Rengo's ranges. As you can see right here, we just have 3 losses on that side. So I wouldn't say that's too bad. But as I say, I feel like if I hadn't died, we would have won this almost flawlessly, basically. And it was a lot of fun, though. That's the point. It was a lot of fun to just run in there and cleave with a massive two-handed sword. And I would love to be able to get a longer two-handed weapon of some kind. I feel like having a longer one would really make all the difference in how effective we actually are in those situations. Because I'd be able to keep a little bit back and keep at a bit of an arm's length. And then I would be able to make the most of how much damage we're capable of dealing, you know, with a highly mobile style. Seems to work out quite nicely. Now, I'm not entirely sure where the enemies are, but it seems like my forces are not really knowing where to go and what to do. It seems like they've run away now, or they are about to run away. But it's kind of a bit weird that they would basically force us to run across the entirety of the map. Yeah, and that is exactly what they're doing. As you can see, there's this one guy who has refused to leave the battlefield. I assume that this is actually the leader of the opponent. And, you know, if I was Barney right now, I would be getting my headsman's axe ready and polished for the obligatory beheading. But Bruce is much more interested in the monetary gain of things. So we're just going to be keeping him on ice for the moment. But as you can see, this is the main problem here. This guy is running around, not randomly, but kind of randomly. And he's just trying to skirmish with our forces. And our forces are unfortunately not able to eliminate him for some reason. Can they kill him now? Okay, his horse is down. Whew, finally. He was running around like no one's business, and there you go. Finally, yes, there you go. Slide down that hill. That's what you get. That is what you get. All right. So finally done. A good amount of renown, 22 renown. We're actually getting some pretty decent rewards for this, and we're getting a massive amount of cash as well, just literally from winning the battle, which I gotta say is very good. Let's just take everyone that we can, take all the loot that we can. Good amount of horses there as well, which I very much appreciate. And we're going to be heading back to our new base. And it's kind of fitting, I suppose, considering we are kind of utilizing the... Whoa, this guy's coming in fast. What? Did you see that? Okay, he's chasing us, but I highly doubt he can even... Oh, wow, he can deal with us. He can certainly deal with us. Right. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to get rid of a couple of our prisoners. Because I do not want to be in a situation where I get caught by this guy. Because he actually doesn't have a huge amount of recruits. He has 7 recruits, and then the rest of his units, with the exception of the Empire Peasants, are actually pretty good. So I don't really want to get into a situation where we have to fight that guy, at least at the moment. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. And there we go. Nice. Oh, I should have recruited some more Frost Maidens. Oh, that was my bad. That is actually a bit of a mistake on my part, but that's okay, because we ended up utilizing quite a few of the enemy's units. And you can see here I have 118 party size now. Alright, so let's sell a bunch of these. There we go. We're gonna literally just pay 348. Why am I paying? Oh yeah, because I leveled up a couple of people. That's the reason. Okay, so we gained some more points in roguery. Pretty nice to see that. And now we're gonna just sell our loot. And it's gonna be very nice indeed, in my opinion. So let's just sell this. 1,500. We can sell this as well. And we might as well sell all of this. Is there anything that's actually really good here? Because I might be selling something. Oh, yeah, there we go. Some gloves that were a little better for us. And you know what? I'm not going to sell any of that stuff yet, because there might be something for some people in our party that they could potentially use. There you go. There's a little bit of an upgrade. And obviously Ragnar, he can definitely use some stuff. I'm not going to be giving him a horse, though, because he is an athletics-focused character. And I think I sold all of my shields, didn't I? Yeah, I sold all my shields. I'm sorry, Ragnar. You're just going to be a caravan master after all, so I don't think you really need to worry too much about things. But, yeah. I think that's actually going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.